Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am God, and I manifest the words I speak. My message today, people, is to allow the Spirit of God to lead you. For somebody like myself, like 3 years ago, or even 3 years ago, literally, if you asked me if I'd be praying for the world every day or really having a lot of spiritual conversations, I would tell you, man, you're crazy, because I've never really been a religious person per se, like, a regular church goer or none of that stuff. Maybe in a year or so, maybe once or twice a year. But it just goes to show, man, that being religious and spirituality is two different things sometimes. Religious is doctrination, spirituality is direct divine connection to the divine source. There's nothing wrong with it, by the way. Religious wise, people getting together and praising God, I'm all for it, man. But my point that I'm trying to get at is that sometimes we look at the lens from what we're used to and kind of dictate or try to decide what we think God will is or who God is. You know what I'm saying? And the point I'm trying to get at is that I've been on a spiritual journey, Majority of it really happened last year. Last summer was when really I felt myself, praying a lot more and just really being more connected to the Spirit of God, And, what I've learned, especially since last summer, man, is as I've gone on the spiritual journey, is that, what I'm realizing is that the more you connect with the Spirit of God that resides inside of you, man, is the more amazing things not only happen for you, but happen to you and on behalf of you, So I'm encouraging you today, people, to really get connected with God, man, and allow Him to lead your life, man, because when you let Him lead your life, miracles will happen around you. You'll impact so many others, and your life become not only a testimony to other people, but it also, just give them perspective on what's possible for them. Because every single thing that I'm doing, people, is the same God that's in me is the same God that's in you. It really is. The Spirit of God resides in all of us, man. I've always shared, obviously, my spiritual, I became my soul, or the Spirit of God, January 15th to this year, And, that was an experience that I'll never, ever forget. You know what I'm saying? Just to quickly recap it for those of you that never heard it, it's like, I was meditating as usual. And January 15th of this year, just meditating like I do every night. And, it's like something came over me, man. I could not stop crying for about 5 minutes straight. And I also kept chanting this message, that I am God and I manifest the words I speak. That's the chant that kept coming out of me. And, I'll never ever forget that, people, because that's the night that I became my soul and God gave me my message that I'm here to deliver to this world. My message for the world, people, that God have given me is that He lives in all of us. You know what I mean? Every living being on this planet, or not this planet, in the universe, has the Spirit of God living inside of them. That's what we as people call our soul, but that is indeed God, Spirit in all of us, all living beings. That is my message, people. It's a simple one. I'm so grateful, man, because it's such a simple message, and it's something that everybody can relate to because they know that it's true. Anybody that believes that you have a soul, you can't deny the fact that your soul is the Spirit of God. If it's not the Spirit of God, then what is it? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, man, I brought all this up because, I like to share like different things that happen from time to time. Yesterday, I was at my shop, and I had a client that came in that I haven't seen in, maybe 4 months. She put a deposit down, a deposit down for a job. paint job. And she came back and was like, she was explaining to me that when she first saw me, it's like, I don't know, man, it's powerful, man. Spirit is very powerful, because when you really tap into that and you really is sync with the spirit, man, it's like it makes you do things, It's like, I don't make it a habit to hug customers, but I know when I seen her, mind you, it's not like somebody I'm close with, but I was led to hug this lady. And, she was telling me that she literally came here because God gave her a message for me. And the message, I couldn't stop thinking about it all day yesterday. And more or less what it was is that, she was letting me know that over the next 30 days, there's instructions that he want me to follow. And more or less, it was, one of them is one, praying every day. But I'm like, man, I already pray every day for the world. But then I realized, you know what? I'm busy praying for the world every day, but I don't really take as much time to pray for myself and for my immediate family as much as I should, So that's something that I definitely adapted as of today, you know what I mean? And the other thing she was saying too is more or less, is that I also, every night now, I'm creating a new routine. Why not? But she wanted me, Spirit let her tell me, to pray with my wife. And I'll definitely be doing that every day moving forward. I do my affirmations every day. I do these videos every day. It's like, why not? You know what I mean? So it's like nothing but blessings can come from that, man. So that's something I've already adapted, So that's another one. As far outside of that, she was just talking about in general, man, how God is preparing. What she said was, God is working on some very powerful, big people in very, very high places that's going to be reaching out to me to really, well, basically help me in essence. But I'm just saying, more or less, she was just telling me that he's working on a lot of powerful people on my behalf right now that can help me. Whatever that looks like, I don't really know, to be honest, but I receive it though. Also the fact, man, that she was just telling me that, the deposit that she paid on her job, I think it was a $10,000 job. She had put $1,000 deposit down. She said, hey, that's a seed. She told me that the Spirit of God told her to sow that into my business. And also she told me that there's people that's going to be randomly dead strangers that come up and be giving me money, and also just all kinds of stuff, man. But it's all amazing, and how she kept seeing, massive, me owning all kinds of businesses, a lot of businesses. And it's really in line with the visions that I've seen for myself. So just hearing her say it, it's just extra confirmation, because these are the things that I've been affirming for 3 years. I'm indeed here to create 1 million millionaires with people that are business partners. So that means that I have, hundreds of thousands of business eventually, man. I'm a simple person, people. Like, if you don't figure that out by now, you'll figure that out soon enough. I really don't care too much. I used to, but I don't care too much about material possessions anymore. All I care about, man, is really making a difference in people's lives, because that's the real asset out here. And no matter how much money I ever make, people, all they'll do is go right back into creating opportunities for people, because what else is it for? Something that's truly dear to my heart, man, is that, growing up my whole life, I always had a strong connection with Africa. I really look at, maybe it's a Jamaican thing, but definitely I know that my heart is leading me to the Caribbean and Africa, making a significant change and transformation in these people's lives. The phrase that keep coming to mind all the time is that, those who are first, I ain't gonna say first be last, but the people that are in the back of the line, man, which has always been Africa and a lot of the Caribbeans and so forth, is our time is now, people. It's right here and it's right now, and I'm very instrumental in making that happen. Facts. Anyways, coming up on the 10 minutes here, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off, man. But listen, all I'm trying to get at, people, just be grateful, man. I'm just very grateful for everything, and For right now, I'm going to just go ahead and straighten the declaration because I could talk for another 20 minutes. So anyways, here we go. My declaration over your life, people, number one is that you are a millionaire. Number two, people, is that you're married to the person of your dreams. Number three, people, is that you're in the best shape and you have amazing health. My prayer for you today, people, is please, man, allow the Spirit of God to guide you. But the only way that's even possible is you must tap into your spirit. I want you to tap into your spirit and really allow the Spirit of God to guide you, man. All right? Anyways, with that being said, people, y'all have an amazing day. We'll talk tomorrow.